should integration have been the goal? Because when you talk about like, and black people of a certain age, let's say black people over the age of 60 at this one probably, can remember a time where their black neighborhood had its own black downtown with its own black businesses, where you went to the shoe shop that was owned by this black person, and you went to the grocery store that was the neighborhood grocery store that was not a chain, and you went, and everything they needed was in their neighborhood, like when my mom grew up. So you didn't have to go to the white area town. But so you didn't have to go to the white businesses because it was all in your neighborhood. And so, and that meant that you got to see black people who were business owners, black people who were thriving. The problem is that the school is funded by property taxes, and because of redlining, the black property is not worth as much, even if it's basically the same as the white property. So the schools aren't funded that well. And so then they say, we're going to send you to the white schools. And you go to the white schools and find out, this is what happened in Boston. They end up sending black kids in the worst neighborhoods to the worst white schools in the worst white neighborhoods. And so not only is this school maybe worse than your school, you're also getting your ass kicked every day. Jeez. So it's like, can I just go back to my own school? At least those teachers liked me. Yeah. You know what I mean? At least I could walk home every day instead of getting on a bus. And so for me, the question becomes, integration was the goal because they assumed that with integration came equity or came equality. And that's not what happened.